Because when I was doing my work for work, I looked at the NHL regular season points total, and the Islanders, the books had them at 88 and a half. So over under 88 and a half points for the Islanders. And the over was at plus money. Well, it wasn't plus money. It was even money, plus 100, which I thought was absurd. The Islanders had 94 points last year, and they're going to be like, we think they're going to be even worse. In what way, shape, or form are they going to be worse than 94 points next year? How? Unless you have like catastrophic injuries, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that the Islanders are Stanley Cup favorites going into the year, but I don't know if the line was set at 94, and I think like 94 and a half would be the line that I would think. You know, at 89, I'm hammering it. I think they're definitely a 90-point team. Are they a 100-point team? I don't know. I think a lot would have to go right for that to be the case, but right. I don't think they're having a worse point total than where they were last year.
So that's where I'm at, because we got to consider a bunch of things. They had, 16 overtime losses in the year?
Yeah.
They had the league record tied with Boston for the most overtime losses when leading after the second period with 8. 8 games. Just look at those. They're winning after 2 periods of play. Usually you win those like 80% of the time. They lost 8. 8. That's so ridiculous. They had Anders Lee score 12 goals below expected at 5-on-5, and they had Ilya Sorokin forget how to play goalie, basically. Those three things will not happen next year. Maybe one, but not 3. And if 2 of those happen, Anders Lee scores another 12 goals on the year, which he created. He generated 25 individual expected goals at 5-on-5, only scored 13. They're going to win a couple more games than they did previously. If Ilya Sorokin is just a little bit better, not even up to his 924 standard, if he's just a bit better, like 915, he was 905 last year, we're going to be so many more points. There's no way we're less than 94, in my opinion. Maybe like 96. Maybe we're not that much better, but there's no way I see us dropping below 94.
98 feels like the number I'm going to come to when I do my predictions.
That makes sense. But since I saw that initial line of 88.5, I'm looking at it now. The books have changed, or at least the book that I look at, which is DraftKings. The line has changed. The Islanders the Islanders are now at 91.5. So over 91.5 is minus 115, as is the under. So the books are like, we don't know if it's going to be over under 91.5 points, which is still wild.
Yeah, I would take the over on that. That's a line that's closer to where I think it should be.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You're right. Like, that line makes more sense. When I saw 88.5, I was going, that's insulting. How do you think that this team is going to be 6 points worse? Maybe. You're not sure if they're going to be 6 points worse off. Like, what? What they added? They didn't lose anything. They lost Matt Martin and Cal Clutterbuck. That's a win just on paper.
Yeah. No, it's... I agree. 88.5 is disrespectful. They adjusted as a result. I mean, a 3-point swing is a big deal. Yeah,
it is a big deal. So we'll see where it goes from there. But so Spitz says could be the insult unless they have us last in Metro, which they don't. No, definitely Columbus Blue Jackets are
and
way
Philly,
below us.
I would imagine too.
Yeah, Blue Jackets 69.5. Philadelphia, where are we at here? 85.5.
What about Pittsburgh?
Good question. Pittsburgh, where are they? 90.5. Okay. So they're below us too.
What about Washington?
Washington, 89.5.
Okay.
So like we're already in the top 4.
I would guess they're 4th, right? I would imagine New Jersey's higher than.
Yeah, New Jersey was at 100 last time I checked. Where are they? New Jersey, obviously just. There they are, 100.5, and then Rangers 100.5 as well. How do you have the Devils and the Rangers on the same line?
Yeah, that's strange.
Because they got Jacob Markstrom, please. Maybe he turned. It's so stupid. And then Carolina is at same thing, 100.5.
Okay,
that doesn't make sense to me. But so it's those 3 teams and then the Islanders. Looking pretty good.
There we go. Take it.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.